Greetings, my friends. On this December the 13th of 2022, the year of love, I say. Yeah, and 12, the hangman month. It is kind of a suspension, right? Or going into winter, the cold, the darkest part of the year for us here in the northern hemisphere. I hear my friends in the southern hemisphere are suffering from cold, and I'm sorry to hear that, having a cold spring, but summer's coming, right? And for us, winter is coming. Anyway, December 13th, 2022, adds up to 31, I've already calculated. And 31 in Archangel Metatron's Self-Mastery Oracle is, is that better? I think it's transformation, light and dark. And it's talking about your shadow self and your light body, right? Your chakras, if you will. Orange, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And then we go into white, gold, diamond. I forget what the other one is. Maybe it's the white, actually. I'm not certain here. What the next? Gold might be the next color up, or silver. Excuse me, I forgot about silver. So then we go through the metals, and then we go up to the That's the way it seems to me, anyway. Let's go to the Schumann numbers. Why not? Hey, we can, so we will. This is what we do with the energy vlog. I want to say to those of you that are viewing this on my other channel, Phil Christopher's, the reason I added this video to that place is to draw you over here to Emerald Dragon Reiki, where I'm going to have to reside for quite a while, until I can get that account back, or maybe I can't get it back. I don't know. Some weird stuff is going on with it, let's just say that. We've got the ghost 18, a ghost moon. 18 is the moon in tarot, in the major arcana. And that came in at 20. Oh, wait. So that would have been 8:30. We're going to say 8:30. 8 plus 3 is 11, the Justice card, and we have the moon. So, but that's in the other day, but that wasn't the big number of the day. The big number in yesterday's report was 15. So this is new data that they've added in there, and kind of in the gray, so we'll know that it's for another day. 7 is what we're dealing with today, and that came in at looks like it's 4:35, maybe 4:45. No, yeah, 4:45. 4:45. So that's 8. That's 13. The death card, and we have 7. So death is coming swiftly. Ay, ay, ay. The chariot. 7 is the chariot. That's actually taking direction, taking hold of the reins. You're the charioteer, guiding these powerful beasts in the direction that you want them to go. If this is a battle chariot, then you've got blades on your wheels, and you're gonna mow down people. I guess is what you're gonna do. That's what they used to do. They used to actually also have a archer with them in the chariot, so there'd be the chariot driver and an archer or a lanceman. One of the two. Anyway, that's way back in the day. I gotta say, amplitude, power of 7. Let's see, anything else we can say about the chariot? I believe he's got a halo too. When I think about it, I think so a spiritual warrior, possibly. That was a number of yesterday. Today, we got that transformation, so that kind of relates to the death card, actually. But 7, chariot, swift movement, definitely. A trip is in the works. We're moving. That's the important thing. And then the quality is a power of 7.6, and that's 13. That's the death card. That is transformation and transition and death and rebirth and all of that stuff. Something that we go through throughout our life, right? We die as children to become teenagers. We die as teenagers to become adults, and then we go through life, and then we die as single people to get married, and then we die as a happy couple to have children. And then our troubles begin, and we learn to be wise and become the sage in the end, or the sorceress, the Earth Mother. Moving on to the frequency, 8.04 hertz for the high, and 7.73 for the low, gives us 1577. We divide by 2 and we get 7.88. And 788 is 23, the hierophant. And the hierophant, we have the Pope is the image there with 2 acolytes or monks bowing down at his feet, kowtowing sort of, praying possibly. The dude has got or it could be a dude, don't know for sure, They did some weird stuff back then too. But it's a spiritual messenger is basically the overarching or the higher aspect of this card, the hierophant. And so that calls us for connecting with our higher self or our Godhead or your spirit guides or your angels or the archangels or I guess whoever you want to channel in, right, to get that spiritual message. And the spiritual message that I feel that they would bring forth, were they here, would be one of love. It's important to be loving and kind to yourself. And when you love yourself unconditionally, so you can kind of understand what that unconditional actually means, which is you have to love yourself for all of you, even your faults, Because what are false but lessons that you have learned or are still learning, possibly. So, love it's come from the heart, from emotions, right? We consider that as our emotional seat is our heart. You hurt my heart, you touch my soul. So this, I think the message here though is Yeshua would want us to be more loving and kind and compassionate to each other during this season. The winter solstice, Christmas. It is about being in the loving energy of the family. That you relate to your family, or there's got to be somebody out there that you love, right? Yourself. If you don't have anybody else out there but yourself, love yourself. There's a spiritual message for the day. I say. Okay, we've got stuff over here. It's space weather. There we go. Sound like a space ghost here or something like that. There's a reference not many people will already have. Har. So we got this corona hole down to the south. Ben has talked about that one. And not likely to be affecting us too much. Looking at this in the spiral, do we see anything coming right at us? I think there is a little bit of a poof coming off. Can't tell for sure. I don't know. Oh, let's check the other charts here. Looking at the X-ray, we do have a couple of 5-angle flips. So this could be one of those sunspots flaring without creating a CME. It still will go into the X-ray, and that comes at the speed of light. So we get that within 8 seconds. I think it is what it takes for that to travel from the sun to us, or 8 minutes or something like that. It's a pretty short time. And that's a big. What's weird is we don't have that. I guess we went up in the red. There is all I can say about that. So as it went up, the 5-angle went down. We got this little blip in here too. I guess that's when we got that 18, huh? Ding. So we're right on the 10 mark there. 10 protons. I think we might actually be over it just a little bit. So maybe 11. The solar wind speed, meanwhile, is coming in at a. Let's see here. What would that be? I guess that would be 360, 380. Is that what they're doing? Oh, so we're up there in the 400 kps range. Temperature is up. And the thirds there, it's at the top of the 2/3 mark. There on the temperature. So getting closer to that 500,000 Kelvin, which is bloody hot. And on the KP index, here we have in the green. So the green means calm, folks. Our heart is calm. More importantly, our brain is calm because the electromagnetics do affect our brains. There is scientific evidence for that. 2 is the level that they achieved, actually achieved a little bit over 2. But we only held that for that average for the first 3 hours of the day. So that by 3 a.m. we started to make a shift to just a little bit above 0. And we stayed at a little bit above 0 to the 6 hour, to the 9 hour, to the 12 hour. From the 12th to the 15th hour, we jumped to, actually, if we took one of these little ones and stuck it onto this one here, then we might actually make a 1. So a little bit more than half there. And then we rose maybe a little bit higher, but not much. And then we went back to just a bit above 0. So this leaves us open for cosmic rays, which causes clouds, and it can cause other things like heart attacks and stuff like that. But let's go see what, as we wants to, we will just give Ben's video a little play here so that you'll wet your whistle for this one.
Good morning, folks. We've got a bit of sun watching to do here at first. Then we'll see a story relating back to the Starlink failure in February, leading into today's top story. We have not had much in the way of solar flaring. Solar wind and geomagnetic conditions are calm. We see only minor plasma activity at the active regions and plasma filaments. We can see that the sunspots have the juice to surge plasma within their confines and along immediate magnetic fields, but the power to eject considerable plasma has been absent on the Earth-facing regions. We're quiet for now. Our first story, again, jumps back to February, when a minor solar storm occurred and several Starlink satellites failed during launch. We have seen papers on the atmospheric density changes, but...
Yeah, that's history there. I guess we won't go there. Let's see. There was some other videos I wanted to share with you. See if I can suss them out here. Is that it, or is it that one? Oh, yeah. This one, I think it is. Oh no, that's not. That's that's somebody else. Okay, that's Megan Rose there that I was looking at. This is. This is. Okay, it's that one. We've just watched that one. Okay, so it must be one of these over here. I'm sorry about this, folks. I should have had. Oh yes, JP. Let's just play a little bit.
Involvement in the censorship collusion. The former top attorney for the FBI is James Baker. He was heavily involved in trying to frame Donald Trump in the 2016 Russia collusion hoax. This just in! Trump definitely did what he didn't do. After Elon found out about Baker altering the Twitter files in order to hide the FBI's corruption, he immediately fired Baker.
Right. Baker is gone. Which gives us all great hope, right? That people that are trying to hide the truth actually lose their fucking jobs. No, that's not the one. Where did that one go? I got to say, should have been this one right here. Oh, maybe it is. Yeah, okay. Does the internet theory, the dead internet theory. So basically what this guy's precept is that most of the responses that we're seeing on our social media, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, are by bots. and they'll upscale you or downscale you based on whether you're preaching the doctrine that they want, the dominant paradigm that they want pushed, the narrative that they want pushed. So let's play just a little bit. I think I've got it at the right spot.
To see things you disagree with, but only to a certain extent. You will not have to actually face a detailed counterpoint to your argument, only a brief, incomplete summary maximized for high-intensity emotion. You see, the point of Twitter isn't to find common ground, or debate the issues. It's to misinterpret and argue and get mad and waste time and energy while they collect data on you and throw ads in your face. Twitter does this by imposing an overly strict 240-character limit per tweet to make it physically impossible to discuss complex ideas in such a small space, so conversations naturally devolve into insults and shock value. There's a reason the country feels so divided right now, and it's all intentional. Look at Facebook. It's a well of content thrown at you just to rile you up and support your pre-existing beliefs. Are you mad about this? Well, here's more stuff to get mad about. Are you worried about this? Well, here are more things to worry about. Do you love cats or dogs? Aren't they great? Well, this really bad thing happened to one of them. You better stay engaged and keep watching. Your emotions don't matter at all to us.
Yeah, basically. And they are all created by what? Oh, gosh. Tell us, Bill, tell us. Yeah, they were created by the CIA. The CIA, Central Intelligence Agency, which is kind of a oxymoron, really, when you think about it. Do they have to do all the Machiavellian shit that they do in order to gather intelligence? Fuck no. In fact, it would be better off if they didn't do that, and they, cultivated friendships, and we worked on working things out and not being so acrimonious, so bellicose. I'm using these words to kind of get around the algorithms of which he was talking about there. I'll have a link to that video in this video for sure. And JP doesn't need the traffic anyway. He's got plenty of subscribers. Anyway, getting back to the spiritual message, I guess. We're moving to a very, it would seem like a death-related transformation, right? A transition from one state of being to another. Hopefully, a lot of us will be going from this more dense state of matter into a more lighter or more light-filled body. In fact, this is in the Metatron Self-Mastery Oracle book 31. The number of the day is transformation, light and dark. This is the actual title. Transformation, light and dark. So we need to transition, transmute, transform our shadow back into the light, in the sense that we need to give it love and healing and glean from it the lessons or gifts that it possesses, maybe in fact because it was off in the shadows and could ruminate and come up with, hey, this is really something we shouldn't do, or this is something that we really should do, and we were being gaslit like crazy. Not that I'm saying that you're being gaslit out there. I don't want to aggravate the algorithm, the AI, the bots. If I'm going to play the game, I guess I better play it. And I should play nice, right? I should play nice. So love, 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 love and above. Love is the key. Love to Ukraine, love to Russia, love to Serbia, love to Belgrade, wherever. Love to Moldavia or wherever. Love to Syria, love to any place where they're fighting, and so that they quit fighting. Oh, wait a minute. I guess that isn't one of the algorithms. I'm supposed to be saying something acrimonious here to see, that's the thing. You know, if you talk too much about it, then boom, they give you a strike. If you don't talk about it at all, and you're all about love and whatnot, they're still not going to promote you. Because one is the solution for the other. And they don't want solutions. They want to do what the pharmaceuticals companies are doing, is treat the symptom, and hopefully this will create other symptoms that we can prescribe something else for. I have only my intuition to really say that is true. But anyway, these are all speculations, constructs of my mind, really. Well, I mean, not that I created those sites. Those are constructs of other people's minds. I'm just utilizing them for my little talk here today. Have a beautiful day, folks. Know that you are loved. Know that you are, above all, have a divine spark within you, or you would not be animate. And you can call that a soul. You can call it your spirit. You can call it whatever you want to call it. Just acknowledge that you've got something in there that drives this besides your heart. Though it is pretty close to the heart, it's actually your solar plexus. This is why when you get punched there, that it will take you down like a sack of rocks. Unless you've got the muscle mass to kind of protect your solar plexus, and in which case then maybe you won't. But it'll hurt. It'll hurt nonetheless. Sorry, I really went off. Maybe that'll help the algorithm. I am better in this before I go totally off the reservation. And and that would be another word that he said, that off grid. For some reason, that's a no word. Boy. Not that it's going to get me a strike. No. It just that it cuts down on the algorithm. The algorithm goes, blink, blink. Shut this one down. We don't want them talking about being off the grid. Even though that's probably where we're going to be. If we're going to have any kind of power at all. Just saying. Anyway, we will end it here.